Wow, I love that. And I just want to share with you that, my wife and I are both pharmacists, and we do not anymore. We've been questioning a lot of things for a few decades. But now we don't believe in pretty much any drug to treat long-term disease anymore.
Because pharmacists, that's amazing.
I know, and it's very powerful. We think we're put in this position for a reason. Yeah. So, high blood pressure drugs, high cholesterol drugs for GI problems, not even maybe. I mean, they're lifestyle issues that can be fixed by your diet, your exercise, your sleep, all those things. So we do believe in hormone replacement because that's what we do as pharmacists, and we think that does keep people healthy and keep long-term disease, chronic disease away from them. So I just wanted to share that because some people say, "Well, you're a pharmacist, you must be believing all this big pharma stuff." Not even maybe, and it really opened our eyes. And now, honestly, Naomi, we question our entire pharmacy education. I'm not saying there weren't parts of it that I didn't learn a lot, but we question a lot of the studies in science.
Yeah. Well, you should, looking at how, let me refer you to the Pfizer research. Those tests were so corrupted. They hid deaths in order to get the EUA. They over and over corrupted, fake. That made me just think, if they could do this with the mRNA injection, and the FDA is like, fine. The FDA has zero oversight, interest, and peer-reviewed studies. What are statins doing? What are, birth control pills doing, right? What are all the other things, proton pump inhibitors doing? All the other things. Steroids for asthma. I don't trust any of it now. So I hope to encourage you in that case to take a look at what I'm finding with my videos about herbal treatments and share them if you're moved by them.
I would love to. And just as a pharmacist, and I had the opportunity to take the professor died. They called it pharmacognosy, which is a class that we learned about how basically all drugs come from plant sources,
right.
And they still do. Statins came from plant sources. I don't believe in statins at all. That was the first one I really questioned.
Wow.
But because if they were working, why are people still having heart attacks? Come on. It's not about cholesterol. It's not about statins. But anyway, I had the opportunity to take that, right? The professor died after I took it, so then nobody else could take it. Wow. But the history of drugs coming from herbs and plants, that's where they come from. So what you're talking about it's really nothing new. It's going back.
Going back.
Really?
It's been stunning. This is another conversation, I guess, but I'll wrap up by saying what's been stunning to me looking at herbs like sarsaparilla and black cohosh and, what have I got here? Pleurisy root and fenugreek and fennel and lemongrass and, mabi bark, Jamaican hibiscus.
Red yeast rice, white willow bark.
Right? Beautiful, right? That we're taught that these are have a cup of herb tea if you wear Birkenstocks and whatever, it doesn't hurt. They're the peer-reviewed studies showing that some of these substances are unbelievably effective. They kill cancer cells in vitro and in vivo. They, mabi bark and coconut water drop high blood pressure in 2 weeks in double digits.
Without side effects.
Without side effects, exactly.
That's the important thing.
Exactly. So a whole new world opens up, and it's if you found these results in Merck's lab, it would be front page news, right?
But you can't patent it.
You can't patent it, exactly. So it's up to you and me.